Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm a lightworker and a mother to 3 special girls. I strive to continue learning, growing, and to collect new skills. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master teacher, and Akashic record reader and energy healer. I am so excited to share what I've learned and what I'm going to learn and the ups and downs of life. Thank you for joining me on my journey. Welcome to Life of a Lightworker podcast. Hello and welcome. This week I am pulling a card from the Rebecca Campbell Work Your Light Oracle deck. And my intention is, what do you need to hear and know about for this upcoming week, or where you are in this moment of time. And I had a bunch fly out, but it was too many, so I like to take nice, big, deep breaths when I'm pulling a card. Okay, the card I got is Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And this is on page 100, which for some reason I felt like I needed to say. So, you are so supported. You do not stand alone. You have a magnificent team of helpers, both in this world and of the earth, who are here to help you every step of the way. Call upon them for assistance. They are here to help. The Keepers of the Earth acknowledge the work that you have done already and are ready to work through you. They bow at your feet and thank you for wanting to stand for them, to devote your life to protecting the earth in your unique way. It's time to increase your capacity to receive support in your physical realm. This can come in the form of financial abundance, acts of service from strangers, or people flocking to help you and your work. The only thing that is stopping you right now is your capacity to receive support. You deserve to be rewarded for the work that you are doing. You do not need to go at it alone. Call upon the Keepers of the Earth to help you and your mission. Open your heart and your mind to receive more than you ever thought possible. What kind of support do you need? Call it in right away. Ooh, I felt this one deeply. Oh, so many of us have been conditioned by society to do it alone. Work hard alone, don't ask for help, and support yourself. There's a lot of this being capable of doing it all on your own. Like, that is what success is. That's what being an adult, living this life is. And that's not healthy for us. That's not the way we were designed. That keeps us separate, that keeps us isolated, that keeps us weak. When we support each other, we can grow and all of us be so much more than if we were alone. If one person receives a bunch of support, that's wonderful. If 2, if 3, if 4, it grows exponentially. And it doesn't take any more work to support each other than supporting ourselves. It's actually easier to support each other than just to support ourselves. It's the way our energy works. It just flows so much faster when we're supporting each other. I don't know about you, but I find it easier to give help than to ask for help. That's something I've been working on a lot lately, and thankfully I have some really good friends that when I ask for help, they congratulate me on asking for help, because they know how hard it can be to reach out and to acknowledge that you need help. But we all need help. We all could benefit from help. So getting used to asking, reaching out, is something that's really, really important. And it can start with just something really small and grow, but being comfortable in the energy of receiving is what gives us the lives that we desire. the lives that we deserve. We have to receive those lives. So we need to be open to asking for what we want and not just taking in maybe what feel like scraps that are floating around, but reaching out. And we reach out by asking, by putting that intention out that we desire this, we want this, we need this. So I have a challenge for you, and for me, I'm going to do this too. Ask somebody outside of your usual normal group, as in, I feel very comfortable asking for help from my mother, from my spouse, from my kids, in the capacity they can do. I feel very comfortable asking for help from them. So ask help from somebody outside of that comfortable bubble at least once a day. It could be something very small, or it could be something big. I want you to challenge yourself. So we're doing something that is uncomfortable, that is safe, but something about it makes you not want to ask for help. Maybe you don't want to feel or be seen as being weak or less than, or there's something in that energy that's holding you back. So we're going to walk through that fear and take one step. Be very, very small, like asking somebody to hold the door for you when you have a big package in your arms. Something small that maybe you wouldn't want to inconvenience somebody else. We're going to inconvenience them because you know what? If they hold the door, maybe they'll feel good that they helped somebody. So it's not an inconvenience. It actually makes them feel good, because when you help somebody, does it make you feel good? Yeah, it does. So we are giving other people opportunities to feel good. Every time that you want to ask for help, or you feel, oh, this could be easier if I had help, but I can muscle through, I can do it. Stop yourself, ask for help, give somebody else the opportunity to feel good. Okay? So we're giving people opportunities to feel good. Keep telling yourself that, to give yourself that strength, that courage, that drive to ask for help. And each day, keep doing it. And by the end of the week, see how much easier it is to ask for those little things. And then, once it's comfortable, kick it up another notch. Ask for something that still makes you feel a little uncomfortable. And keep going until we are comfortable asking for what our hearts desire, asking for what we need. And this could be boundaries as well. If somebody is doing something that is hurtful to you, or inconveniences you, or you start to feel that resentment, that's not just you're not feeling good giving to them, stand your ground. And the act of keeping your energy in those instances can also have the same effect. And give it a try, because sometimes those people that are asking us for things all the time don't realize that we're not wanting to give. So it's a bit of a give and a take. And sometimes when people ask us for things all the time and we don't want to give, then we feel bad asking other people, because we don't want other people to feel that way. But I feel like there are two separate instances. There's one where people are going past boundaries, and other one where you're asking for help, but you're not crossing their boundaries. If they said no, you would respect that. You wouldn't feel any negative feelings towards them. You wouldn't think bad things about them because they said no. That's the difference. I feel like those of us who give and give and give and give, we don't want to ask for help or ask for things because we don't want to be the person that is causing the other person to be depleted. And that's part of that fear. That's part of what's holding us back. But if it gives them joy to give, then it helps them. And when we're talking about the little things like holding a door, asking somebody, your friend who lives nearby, for a ride, or all these little things that they are happy to give, that you've talked about and they are happy to give, asking and reaching out for help from them is a great thing. We're not being those energy vampires that are just pulling things from other people. So, and those people don't have that feeling of, oh, I can't ask somebody for help. So that's not going to apply. I'm not talking to those people. Those people aren't listening. So I need you to see the difference. And you can feel the difference when you ask. And I want you to look at their faces and see how their faces respond when you're asking for help or when they're giving the help. So focus in on that. Okay, I'm going to pull another question. Or another question, another card. Okay. And this card is Share Your Voice. Come out of the cave, persecution, expression. You are being called to share your voice, perhaps by speaking up in a relationship or through writing, speaking, singing, or some form of creative expression. We each hold a truth deep within us that longs to be expressed. Sculpted for lifetimes, the voice of your soul is like no other. It carries with it wisdom that can only be gained through the soul history and growth. By remembering, tapping into, and expressing this unique tone, we not only heal ourselves, but we heal the planet at large. When you share your voice, you unlock something in the universe and call a missing piece of you home. Your individual voice is the most powerful sound current on the planet. If you kept your soul's voice silenced or held back, chanting or singing could be truly life-changing for you. As we shed the layers of our personality and start letting our unique soul speak through us, we discover that we actually have a very clear message that longs to be shared. The more we speak it, the clearer it gets. There has never been a better time in history than right now to rise up and speak your truth and share your soul's voice. If you feel fearful, know that you are not alone and that the world needs your unique tone in order to harmonize. As we each rise up and share our song, we make it easier for the next person to do the same. Okay, I got 2 for 2 here. This one I feel so deeply. I could just feel it like resonate through my body. Oh, I love the part where when you speak, when you sing, it makes it easier for the next person too, which is so true. I don't know how many times for me, when I see somebody overcoming a fear of talking or singing and then they speak, you feel that pride for them and you feel that little boost within you where it's like, I can do that too. They did that. I can do that too. And it makes it easier. So when your friend is talking about a difficult subject, maybe something you didn't feel comfortable talking about, but when they're talking about it, you feel safe and comfortable to talk about that with them. And the more we talk, the more we can encourage the rest of the world to talk too, speak their truth. And we're talking from our souls. It ignites that soul voice within us. And we're not just like shooting the shit. You're not just saying the niceties. You are speaking from your heart. And I love that reminder and encouragement that we all can speak our truth. And that's also part of asking for help. Asking for what we need. Telling the world, maybe not asking, telling the world what we need. We are expressing our wants, our needs, our boundaries. We are expressing our soul. We are putting our foot down. And I feel like that's needed now more than ever. We can do that on the small scale and the large scale. And some people will think, well, I can't do it on the large scale, so therefore I can't make a difference. No. Each time you stand your ground in your own life, and each time you speak your voice in your own life, that has a ripple effect. That helps the whole energy of the whole earth. And it's a huge step forward. So even if you aren't speaking on a platform to millions of people to try to change the world, you can change the world by speaking to one person. And it all accumulates and it ripples out. And we are all extremely powerful. We're so powerful. And when we work together, by each of us speaking our own truth in our moments of time, it creates this I keep saying exponential, this exponential expansion of our energy. Because when our energy meets another person's, it's not just 1 + 1 = 2, it's 1 + 1 = 3. The way our energy radiates out, that's the way it feels to me when we stand in our own, when we work together. And when it kind of feels funny, standing on your own and working together, but you're standing in your own truth, your own power, and supporting each other in our own truth and power. So we are holding the space for ourselves and then for each other, and we are linking arms, each in our own sovereign being, but linking arms together. That's the way it feels. That's the way it looks like to me. So let me see if there's any other messages for this. It's just the micro can turn into the macro. Each of our little expressions can rise up and be big. So don't brush off those little things, those little moments, those little times that we can speak from our soul. We can stand up for our soul. Don't brush them off, because they are extremely important now more than ever. So putting the importance and the energy into ourselves is extremely important. So if you have any questions, if you'd like to reach out to me, please come and contact me. My website is spruceenergyhealing.com. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, all Spruce Energy Healing. And I have just launched a new subscription. This is a monthly card and clarity reading subscription. So what I do is every new moon, you get a card that I pull, and I intuitively read that card and send it to you. But also, you get to ask 2 questions. So it'll be 2 yes/no questions, just like my flash insight reading, but it's the deep dive version. So you ask the questions, I'll answer yes, no, maybe, and then use my intuition to more deeply, thoroughly answer that question and give you more context and more guidance towards the next month. And it's a subscription, so you'll get this every month, and you'll get your reading around the new moon. And it's a beautiful way to go into the next month with clarity and feeling supported. Thank you so much for listening, and I will talk to you next time.